Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out the Sims 4 Greenhouse Haven kit, which is one of two kits that were released today. The other one is the Basement Treasures kit. That one I'm super excited for, more so than this one, even though I am really excited to see what this particular kit has to offer. So why don't we just cut the chit chat and dive straight on into the description. A room to grow. This kit includes build items designed for creating the perfect greenhouse structure. Craft an ideal windowed haven for your Sims to indulge their green thumbs and live out their gardening fantasies. Signs of life. Even the most organized gardeners need tools. Pots, plant starters, gloves, and spray bottles will make your greenhouse look like a space your Sim loves to spend time in. Usually when it comes to kits that are just based on objects and items and build by, I have all of them already laid out for you, but this time we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're actually going to plop down the paned planting space, which is a pre-made room that you can purchase for 6,000 simoleons. Technically, it isn't even a pre-made room, it's just a greenhouse that's already put together. There are a couple other things that you need to do though, so we're just gonna put this one, I think, like right here. We're not exactly finished yet. We still need to put a roof on top of our greenhouse, so I'm gonna snag the gabled roof and I'm just going to apply that on top. Also included in the kit is a brand new roof texture called the Greenhouse Glass Roof. Originally I thought this was something we already had in game, or maybe it came with like one of the expansions, but nope, we have a brand new roof type, and these are what the swatches look like. In total there's about 5 swatches for this particular roof, and we're still not done. There's a couple things that I want to do to officially complete our greenhouse. I want to go and add in a trim. I'm not exactly sure if this green trim is new. It kind of looks like it could be new. I've never seen it before, but then again, when am I ever playing around with green trim, right? So maybe it's not new. I don't know. For the exterior and interior, there is a brand new wallpaper. It's called the Greenhouse Wall. The first variant of this wallpaper is just a flat paint, and then using the exact same color, we have a paneled or siding version. Now this is where things get a little bit weird and a little bit complicated. So if we go into the objects, there's going to be a brand new gable accessory called the green gable, and you can put that right here to essentially mimic that wallpaper. I don't really understand the point of this though, because when I added in, okay, obviously I have to make a little roof adjustment here, but when I place the gable accessory and I want to go in with the air cycler, which is the little fan here, it clips. So I'm not exactly sure what the point of this is. So watch, you'll see it right there. You can't actually see through the fan because the gable's in the way. But if I was to remove the gable, you can see right into the greenhouse. And I think that's the whole purpose, is to add in a little circulation. So I'm not sure what the point of the gable is. Feels like a waste of an object to me, but that's just my opinion. What really gives this greenhouse the greenhouse feel are the windows and the doors that come with this kit. So the first window we have is the green view window, and there's really not much to say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's another variant with the window on top being opened. Something I did find a little bit strange though, however, is we do get a medium wall height version of the green view window, but only with the windows closed. I feel like if you're going to include a medium height version of this window, you should include both versions of that window, because it just feels a little incomplete, a little weird to me. Because if you wanted to do the medium height greenhouse, you couldn't do it. I mean, you could do it. You just won't be able to utilize both versions of this window, and that seems really strange to me. Next up are the beautiful green view double glass doors that clearly match the windows. They do come in 2 different wall variations as well, and if you wanted, you could place down just like a single door version of the green view door, giving you something that looks like this. While filtering through the swatches, I made a pretty cool discovery, and this is why checking out the swatches is so damn important, because I would have completely overlooked this, just thinking that this is all we got. So if we go through the swatches themselves, the first 5 swatches, you know, they're just your wood tones, nothing really special there. But then when you drop down, oh my god, the glass turns into a screen, which means, hypothetically speaking, instead of having a glass greenhouse, you could have a screened in one. And also, taking it one step further, there's another variation of the windows and doors that kind of gives you like this French look. I don't know if that's how you would describe it. So basically, in theory, what you could do is you could switch everything out, and you could make maybe the front of your house, or the front of your greenhouse rather, all screens, and then on the side, you could either do like the French detail, or you could do glass, or even if you wanted to, you could do a little bit of all three. Here's a look inside of the greenhouse, and y'all, it is seriously so freaking beautiful. I love the way the light casts through these freaking windows. But what I really want to show you is the brand new floor tile. This floor tile is probably one of my freaking favorites ever. I can definitely envision myself using this in and out of a greenhouse scenario. It is called the greenhouse pavers, and there's two different variations of this. So the first variation basically just has like these blank pavers, and then if you take a closer look in between the cracks, you can see like a little essence of like dirt and moss or grass growing out of them. And then the second version is essentially the same thing. It's just adding in some detail to the pavers. These pavers also come in a clay color swatch, which I really like how it kind of offsets the green. It ties into the wood within the greenhouse. And then I think there's also kind of like this reddish brick color. And the last swatch is kind of a combination of both. Heading into the buy catalog, I'm noticing a lot of like different pots and stuff. So of course, these are going to be decor items to really bring your green homes or your gardening sheds to life. So the first item is the gardener stand, and this is basically going to be your Sims little workstation. What you can do with this is you can just place a lot of like these smaller decor items. So you could put like a little pot up here. You could throw in the Green Thumb Secret Solutions. You could even toss in these little ceramic planters. So there's definitely like a lot of slottable space that you can have your Sims utilize. So we also have the Hopes and Dreams seed pot set, which would be so cool if this was functional and you could actually put in your own little like plants or something, or grow seeds, I guess, and then transfer them over to the bigger pots. I wish gardening was just a little more immersive. Then we have the vertical stack, which is essentially a stack of different pots, and this can go on your gardening station, or if you wanted, you could obviously decorate the floor with it. Here we have the planters for future plants set, I guess, and again, it's just more pots. There's like a freaking ton of pots. This literally looks like the same thing. Here's the gardener's haul, an essential collection of tools that no gardener could live without. You'll surely find yourself reaching for these classic and timeless tools every time you need to get your hands dirty in the garden. Next to the gardener's haul, we have the mulch to do about planting. This is another one of those little like decor sets, and there's a couple swatches too, and it kind of just changes like the way that the bags look. So here's like flowers, and then we have like vegetables. This one I think is like chicken feed maybe. I also just realized I literally never read the descriptions off on any of my items, whether it's to you guys or in game. Do y'all read the descriptions of the items in the game? Because sometimes I feel like there's hints to future content or packs or things to be released, and of course I don't read it, so it completely goes over my head. But here we have the garden stash storage chest. I'm super curious to know if this is an actual functional storage chest, so that is something I will set to the side to figure out a little bit later. Here is the shed shelves table, which I'm really excited to use. Actually, I really like this piece. I could see you using this inside your house if maybe you had like more of like a farmhouse style home or something along those lines, but also with the what is it called, the flower arranging skill. This would be really fun to use if you have like a floral shop of some kind and you wanted a place to display your items. I could see you totally being able to do that with this. There's also a bunch of these little seedlings. I think I actually called these saplings in the freaking reveal video. I don't garden, y'all. Like, I really don't, so I have no clue what the heck I'm talking about. I wanted to run through the swatches, even though I think I might have shown you these already, because there's technically two different variations of each of these items. So the first one has a little seedling starting to grow, and then the other version is, I guess, to mimic maybe you just planting the seed. There's also this wall platform that fits perfectly on the green view windows, and I think it looks great in conjunction with the solar wall light. So if you put them together like this and then you threw in the little seedlings, it almost looks like they're being treated underneath this light. And then the last item for the wall that we have, or actually the last item to show in general, is the blooming basket. It's been a really long time since we've had a floral wall hang. I'm super excited to actually use this, even in a non-greenhouse setting. I feel like I would get a lot of use out of this item. Actually, a lot of these items, honestly. I'm a lot more surprised by this kit than I thought I was going to be. But before I can give it my final seal of approval, there are two things that I'm dying to find out. First things first, is this storage shed inventoriable? Yes, it is. It actually does function as a storage chest, not a shed gen. And then the second thing that I was wondering about was if this fan here actually is animated. I'm a little nervous, not to be dramatic. Here we go. Okay, cool. Wow. All right. So it actually actually is animated. So back to what I was saying earlier, I'm pleasantly surprised by this kit, and for somebody who loves to garden in The Sims 4, not necessarily in real life, I definitely think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. And I feel like if you like to garden in The Sims 4, or you really like to, you know, kind of clutter up your Sim space, or you like to build and decorate and things like that, I think you're going to get a lot of joy with this pack. Either way, no matter where you stand on this kit, I'm super curious to know what are your thoughts behind it in the comments down below. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, but don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.